Mistakes come a dime a dozen, though it's the consequences that change a man. Now no amount of time can forgive or forget the things that I truly regret. The nights I wouldn't call, the nights I put business before pleasure, the nights I put the bow on stage when the curtain called before you, the days I put hours of rehearsals before you. All of those days, all of those nights, I was wrong. You see, for some, they may have lost a friend, for others a few months of joy. But me, without you, my entirety of my eternity is just a ploy, just a poor excuse. Now these words aren't being formulated or plotted to become a masterpiece of spoken words that'll be held up for the rest of time. This is just raw. You see, now I'm stuck here in the peripheral, rock in a hard place. Like a bad batch of scrambled eggs, these thoughts are running around my head. Will you ever grace me again? With your shy hands, the gentle as frail as a dandelion just beyond its bloom? Will you be there in the auditorium room filled with a standing ovation just for me? Will you ever again pick me up when I fall, yet condemn me when I am wrong? Will you sit here and experience or suffer through each raw emotion with me? Happiness, sadness, joy, or sorrow, hostile, pleasant, understanding, or confident, reliable, receptive, ecstatic, or dynamic, optimistic, pessimistic, relentless, or determined, rejected, deprived, tormented, or offended, liberated, tenacious, animated, or reassured, sympathetic, inflamed, provoked, or skeptical, vulnerable, inferior, hesitant, fatigued? Or will you just shed me? Shed all your skin like a slithering snake during his impending doom? Shed every trace of what we could have been? Will you rule me unholy and damned? Or will you sit out in the cold with me? Or will you just go and hold his hand? Betrayed and completely replaced with visions of a brighter future, is there room to envy your touch? To envy the feel of your presence running through each frail hair? Or is it time to realize that this will never be achieved because you are nothing but a faraway dream? A fantasy, a fallacy, causing me eternal fatality. I could live 1,000 lives without you, though just one mere life with you would make all my fallacies come true. So forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. I sold my values for gin. I exchanged my principles to become invincible. And where did it get me? Just the bottom of the barrel. Rock bottom, the end of the line. Now you may say this is a little melodramatic because I still hold all my achievements under my belt. But you see, success is nothing if you have no one to share it with. You wouldn't believe me if I told you I've seen the face of death, and how it's like to be forced to keep your last breath. For my heart, you are an angel, but for my soul, you are a zone full of danger, and nowadays it just seems like you're an unknown stranger. Despite all of this, I am still grateful, so where in all of this did you find me so hateful? We fight and we scheme, we rejoice and we dream, so I ran and I hid out of fear and pain that one day you may not be mine. Now you whisper your feelings for another man. I can only wish it's a mistake or a ploy to get us back to where we used to be. You won't tell me no, but you won't tell me yes. Is that because you still feel the same way, or is it just because you don't want to cause me distress? As days turn to night, as shadows shift and grow, I'm still stuck in this place with nowhere to go.